my channel, so I'm going to show you how to make this card. So I'm using some circle nesting dies, the Monster Mash stamp and grenade dies by FAWN, and originally I was going to use my 6x4 inch card, but I ended up changing that to a black base card. And I'm also taking one of my Monster Maze little like trinket things. So I'm stamping all my images. I'm going to color these in. I do apologize for the lighting. It was really doom and gloomy when I filmed this. And for some reason my light just kept flickering, so I am going kind of lightless. So I'll insert a time frame of where to skip to. I'll also insert some music, and I'll see you in a second. Once I finish that, I'm just going to die cut everything, and I'm bringing in the black base card now, and I'm just going to zoom out. So I'm taking a circle nesting die to cut out a base so my maze can go through, and the size of the circle is 2.5 inch. And as you can see, I'm just working out my placement for everything, and I like the look of this, but then I ended up changing it last minute, and you'll see that at the end. But basically, I just cut out the circle die from the card. You don't have to do this, you could find a different way to do it, but this is the only way I could figure it out. So once I've die cut that, I put the little circle aside, so I've got it, and then what I do is I'm gonna bring in a small rectangle die, which is 6 centimeters by 2.5 centimeters for my sentiment. You could skip this again, you could just heat emboss directly onto the card. I didn't want to do that just in case it went wrong, so having this little cutout is a lot easier for me, and if this goes wrong it doesn't really bother me. So I'm taking my DIY anti-static powder tool and then my DOVECRAFT embossing ink along with the Taylor Expressions fine white embossing powder, and I'm going to heat set that off screen, guys. And the sentiment I'm using is the one from the Monster Mash, and it says "Have a boo, it's a full day." I just thought that was really cute, so I'm just gonna stamp that and then I'll heat set it, and this is what it looks like. So I'm gonna put that to the side, and now I'm gonna bring in the circle that we die cut earlier, and I'm gonna use some double-sided tape to adhere that back into the card where it came from, onto the back panel, if that makes sense. You'll see what I mean in a second. So basically, when I open the card, it's now adhered onto the inside of the card. And the reason for that is it gives something for this to stick to, and also it gives that little bit of a pop out sort of effect. So I'm going to use double-sided tape to adhere this. So this is what that looks like. And also having that stitched circle just gives something extra to the background of it, and that's what that looks like. It was the most trickiest thing to actually take a picture of this card to show you guys what I'd done, but eventually I got there. So now I'm just taking my white UNI-BALL gel pen, and I'm just going along the stitched portion of this little cutout just so it stands out a little bit, because obviously your main focus on this card is going to be the maze, but also you want the sentiment to stand out just as much. So that's why I'm doing that. Also, this card, I'm actually filming this on the 18th of May for somebody's birthday in October, and this kind of inspired me for my Halloween cards, so yeah, I can't wait. But I've only got like 4 more cards to make for my birthday swaps after I filmed this one. Like I said, this is on the 18th of May, so I only have like 4 more cards to film for my swaps, and then I'm pretty much done. So I need to think of some more video ideas. So let me know down in the comments if there's any video, guys, that you want to see. But yeah, so once I've done that, I'm just going to adhere it onto the card using my double-sided tape. And again, I'm going to work out all the placements because I wanted this to look great. So everything was going to be centered, and then I changed my mind last minute and pushed everything to the side. So that's what this looks like. And again, I'm just going to use some glue. This one I'm going to be using some multi-matte medium. But I'm going to use double-sided tape for the sentiment because it's just easier. I do have a load of tape runners, but I haven't filmed my double-sided tape runner comparison video yet when I filmed this, so that's why I'm not using any tape runners. Anyways, I'm just going to use some multi-matte medium glue, and I'm going to glue all down the little critters apart from the blue and then the little bat-shaped one. So I'm going to use some 3D foam adhesive squares to just prop those up a little bit so it's not, you know, flat all the way. But I love how this card turned out, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I didn't really know what to do with the maze. I bought these for a party once, and obviously with COVID and that, it all got cancelled, so you know, I had to put them aside, and I thought about it and I kept looking, and I was like, you know, it'd be great to add that into a card, because interactive cards aren't my speciality. I really can't really do much. I mean, I struggle making a shaker card because I forget like the process of it. So having something like this where I can just stick it in and it makes it an interactive card works great for me. So that's what that looks like, guys. And then I'm going to bring in my white gel pen again to add some final details to some of the animals. I also changed the color of the blue monster's eyes. Let me know if you think it looked better with black eyes or white eyes, because you'll see in a minute that that changes. And then also I brought some googly eyes in for the little green monsters with the one eye. I don't know what it is, but for some reason I get Mike Wazowski sort of like vibes from these critters, even though Mike Wazowski had legs and arms. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments what monster this reminds you of. I mean, the little pink one, which is in my right-hand corner, that reminds me of Pac-Man. You know, I really don't know. So, let me know down in the comments, guys. I'd love to hear what you said. Also, I'm bringing in glossy accents to add some more texture to the card. You don't have to do this. You can skip this process, but... And then I also bring in STELLA, and I add that to some of the critters. But I also add it to the stitch circle around the maze. That way it doesn't just disappear in the background. But that's it for this video, guys. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Make sure you like this video. Leave a comment down below. Follow me over on my Instagram and follow the girl over on her Instagram because she organizes a couple of hops. She did one which I did in March. Not March. It was May. But she did one for teen self-esteem awareness, and it was an amazing cause, so make sure you go and check out her Instagram. It will be linked in my description. And otherwise, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys!